Welcome back, everybody, to Photography Tips and Tricks, your show for gear tips, inspiration, anything that you need to get your photography and video over to the next level. My name is RC, and I'm joined here with Mia McCormick. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. You know we're talking about video on the show if I'm here, right?
That's right. That's right. Now, listen, guys, you've seen me for many episodes talking to you about photography and working with most of this stuff, but I got to be honest with you. For years, I've always thought about video. I see things in video, and I want to do things with video, and I'm so excited about getting some time to be able to work that. But a lot of the times, there's a lot of techniques and technology and all of that kind of stuff that sit in between me and my vision that I'm like, if I could just get past that, I think I'll do really, really well. And I think that a lot of you guys are kind of in that same space. I know that when I have those problems, this is the person that I go to. And you came with something that I thought was really, really cool. It's a simple concept, but I thought it was very, very valuable. Talk to me about it.
Well, one of the things that photographers tell me a lot that are making that bridge into video is that they're not used to working with the clips once they're done shooting the video. They go out to maybe their nephew's birthday party and they come back with a ton of video clips and they don't know what to do with them all. They don't know what they've shot. They don't know what's in each clip, and they have all of these clips. They just don't know what to do with them. Because when you're a photographer, you bring in your images and you take a look at them, you bring them into whatever program you're working with on your computer, maybe Lightroom or Bridge. You bring them in, it's very easy that you can just pull them up, take a look, and say, oh, I want this one, I don't like that one, yes, yes, no, no, and go through and decide that way.
It's fast, it's easy. You just all of a sudden just scroll, pick, reject, reject.
Exactly. In a couple of minutes, you can go through your images and pick out the ones you know you want to work with. But when it comes to video, it's a little bit different because video, the moments within a video clip that you want to capture aren't immediately available to see in a thumbnail. You can't just, like if I open a clip on my computer here, you have no idea what's about to happen in this clip here, right? I couldn't even tell you what was going to happen. I'd have to sit here and watch the entire clip and then write down in clip 001, this happened.
Right.
So there's an easy way to get through this. We call this logging. Video professionals call it logging, when you go through your video and you log what's in each clip. And then you start to know the shots that you got for that day. And then you can start to weave a story, maybe in editing, and it starts to come into your head. But there is a simple way to get a jump start on it, and it's called a shot list. Now, this is something that can be either as simple or as elaborate as you want to make it. If you want to write down the shots you want to get for that day, maybe on your phone when you're in the car on the way there, assuming somebody else is driving, of course, right? Just creating a list of ideas of shots that you know that you want to get. So say, for example, for a birthday party, there are a few shots that you know you absolutely want to get. The way I set it up is I like to make a 2-column table where on the left-hand side, I have all the shots I know that I want. The birthday boy in his outfit, the first guest arriving, maybe the birthday boy, that's BB there, with Grandpa Kurt, because he doesn't ever get to see Grandpa Kurt. And then on the right-hand side, I put in some ideas of how I might want to get that shot. So instead of just the birthday boy smiling at the camera in his outfit, maybe I want the reflection of him buttoning up that last button in the mirror. So now I have some ideas of how I want to get those shots, and I have a list of must-get shots before I even go to the party, before I even start shooting.
See, and that's the part that I thought was very powerful when you were talking to me about it, because you're like, well, you know, you just make a list. And I'm like, no, but that's great, because what happens is you know exactly what it is that you want, but the right column right there is the part that I thought was key, because it sets you up to think a little bit more past that one event.
It's just about pre-planning, right? It's about organizing some ideas before you step into the event or before you step into the space where you want to shoot video. Because also, you know, video file sizes are large. You don't have a lot of room, as much room on your card to work with as you would if you were shooting still images.
Absolutely.
So you really want to make sure that you have a list of must-get shots, because in the middle of the day, you don't want to run out of space in your
So
card.
this sets you up for getting the shots. Now, how does that help you when you're needing to sort that stuff out? Because that's still kind of a
So logging, right? We talked about logging earlier. You're still probably going to have to log some of your video, but there is a way to make it a little bit easier. And that is simply when you are recording the birthday boy blowing out the candles, wear a watch that day and look at the time. If it happened at 2:30, write that down or put it into your phone next to that area on your shot list. At 2:30, the birthday boy blew out the candles. Then when you go back and you look at your video clips, all you have to do is look in the metadata and you know the clip that starts around probably 2:28, maybe it's a shot of just the kitchen door. You know that mom's gonna walk through that door with the cake in this clip right around 2:30 when the birthday boy blows out the candle, so you can very quickly see what clips match up with your shot list.
So it gets you a lot closer. You don't have to review as much. You might have the story there, and all you have to do is just kind of tell the time.
And when you have the list, the story starts to weave itself in your head beforehand because you're not waiting to see everything to see the shots that you got for that day. Nobody remembers when you leave a birthday party what shots you got. I mean, nobody remembers exactly what you got. If you have this list, then the story can kind of start to work its way in your brain before you even sit down and start to put stuff together on a timeline.
Plan to build, build to plan.
Exactly.
I love it. Simple and brilliant. Now, guys, listen, we have an entire episode. We have a bunch of stuff here. I want to talk to you a little bit about this. I want to talk to you about this slider from Really Right Stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go to KelbyOne.com. The link will be right here. You can watch the full episode of Photography Tips and Tricks right there. We will see you guys soon. Take care.